Nice to see you folks back again. We are out in the remote North Cascades doing some passive bear hunting, foraging, and tomorrow Mark and I are gonna go hit up the Skagit River, do some fly fishing on his old boat, and that should be, like always, an absolute blast. So I hope you have a nice little beverage of choice and something to snack on as I show you the bounty that is the Pacific Northwest. So these roads used to let you go pretty high up there, but given they don't really maintain them, they don't last very long. Not at these higher elevations. You go up until effectively you can't go up anymore, and then you walk the rest of the way. These closed roads are usually the best in my opinion to go hunting, given that it was totally washed out down there. There's a stranded vehicle, in fact, I'm going to have to go talk to the rangers about. No idea how long it's been there. Hopefully not too long. But a nice water source down there. A lot of greenery. And most importantly, no people up this way. So, at least that's the theory. Oh! Look what I just found. Chicken of the woods mushrooms. Oh! Look at this find. Oh yeah, and it's looking really clean. Oh boy, look at that. Oh wow. I'm gonna leave that one alone down there. Yeah, we're gonna be cooking some of this up right here. We're gonna just cut around these edges, and I'm gonna have that for today's dinner. So this is part of the best part of going out and hunting and whatnot and foraging, is getting these really good finds. So chicken of the woods, absolutely, we're gonna be cutting that off. So I'm gonna be cutting off these edges here. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, look how much of it is here. You could tell nobody comes up this way. That's why it's such a find. Oh yeah, such a find. It's possible. Oh my gosh, these are gonna be absolutely wonderful. Oh yeah, these are good healthy specimens. Now I'm not too concerned. These are the fruiting body of these, so no issue taking as much as I want. I like me some mushrooms anyways. Fill this pouch. Oh yeah, look at that. Doesn't that look good? That's stuff right there. Let's take this guy back here. Boop. What is this? That's there. There. Alright. Well, with that happening, I gotta go back to the car and put this in the ice chest for part of tonight's dinner. That's gonna be good, huh? This is definitely nature's grocery store. Oh no, I lost one. Oh. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet. Do you like berries? This is it right here. And there's more of these red elderberries. Not the most pleasant berry in the world. As I said, I suppose if you're in a pinch. But there's much better options out here. And on the subject of things that are not so pleasant, this beautiful, beautiful specimen right here. called a foxglove. And here's where I'm wiping my fingers off. Is that will actually interrupt the cardiac electricity, or yeah, cardiac activity in your body, and it could prove fatal. Here's one more for you to be aware of. That right there is deadly hemlock from what I'm looking at. It's got all the signs and symptoms of it. Up here in the Pacific Northwest, this is the one of the ones that will definitely kill you. And I believe it was Socrates who drank a poison tea of hemlock because he was charged with corrupting the youth of Athens. So, random little knowledge nugget for you right there. These guys are found all over the place. If you want to see something even crazier though, let's see if we can't zoom in. There's a little friend sitting on there. Little spider. I'll have to use my other camera here. There he is. There is a spider just chilling out on top of that. Isn't that awesome? Every so often I'll see these guys hanging out on these. So as if there wasn't enough reasons not to touch these guys, you got these pure white spiders that just blend right in. And they're pretty spiders, but you know, I just leave them alone. So no touchy. Definitely no touchy. And here's another fantastic plant right here. Got some mountain raspberries. And these are always so delicious. And another right there. Always take a quick look to make sure you're not accidentally eating a little extra protein in the form of a bug or a spider. Yep. That's good stuff. That's real good stuff. Chances are you all know what this guy is. Standard Blackberry. A little on the small side. Bottom up. Some more of them. I think these are the European variety. I'm not too certain. They don't look like the Himalayan blackberries. They are tiny. Probably due to the shorter growth season that they have up here. But still delicious. Look at the size of these. These are huge. I'd be enjoying these guys. As I said, it's an all-you-can-eat buffet out here. I just got done gathering a bunch of huckleberries here, and there's still a ton more, but I think after all these, I'm gonna be full. There are very few of these old growth cedars left in Washington State, because in the ignorance of the old folks that came before us, as they were settling this land, they chopped down so many of what they thought was an infinite resource. So these rare matriarchs are hard to find. You only see them in the deep and remote corners where few venture, or few have been. And this is what they used to be. why it is, and I know this is 100% my emotions, but I have this feeling of sadness here in this area amongst these giant sentinel trees. I think it's that of loss, knowing that these trees are a very rare thing to see, and only in those places that were hard to get to were those places where these were allowed to still live, where they weren't chopped down because it was either considered a challenge or act of bravado, something to be profited on. I do hope that they remain. I can imagine if these trees could talk, they'd have quite some stories to tell. Usually what you see of these once majestic giants are just stumps. Massive stumps of what these trees once were. So I totally forgot to film me cooking the chicken of the woods, but I still got some here. Now, interesting story as to why I forgot. There was a person who got their vehicle stuck, and I just felt really bad for them. They had to pay $1,200 to have their vehicle retrieved, and I actually parked right next to where their vehicle was stuck because my truck can get through that area, and I actually parked it there just in case they came back so I could help pull them out. It's a little CRV, and I had a CRV like that during my undergrad, and I got that same style of CRV stuck, and so I wanted to help out. So, you know, he paid $1,200 though to have some tow truck come over and free up the vehicle, and I decided that, you know, I was offered him a meal and everything else and a beer and talked to him for a while. And very nice gentleman, but I really felt for the gentleman in all that. So, but anyways, the chicken in the woods have been absolutely fantastic. I couldn't recommend it enough. This large plant right here, that's one you don't want to get on its bad side. You got these red berries above, which are somewhat toxic. They have these silica crystals inside of them that are really hard on your body. They just kind of mess you up from the inside, and they are just covered in thorns. They're called Devil's Club. The name is very fitting. You don't want to brush through them. You don't want to get their sap on you. Not as bad as hogweed, but boy heck, you will regret brushing through them. So you don't want to mess with that plant. You see it, just go around it. Is not worth trying to push through it. We got another variety of huckleberry right here. I think these are technically a mountain blueberry, but you see, are they star-shaped? No, these are a huckleberry. Blueberries have a little star shape down there. Huckleberries have pretty much a circle. But they are all related. Blueberries, huckleberries. And here's another interesting plant. It's a primitive plant. These horsetails, they've been around for quite a long time, hundreds of millions of years from what I understand. Precambrian era type plant. One thing of note though, I have seen some people make tea out of these. They say that so long as you don't do it more than a couple times a week, you should be all right. That's not a smart idea. There's toxic alkaloids in there. And honestly, if you know something is toxic and that would make you sick, even though it has a slight licorice taste to it, do you really want to be putting something in your body that's technically toxic to you? That's your call. But I think that's a bad idea. It's like smoking. You know it's bad for you, but why are you doing it? You know, that's an example of that. And I'm not saying this causes cancer, but it will make you sick if you get too much exposure to it. So why do it? There's plenty of other wonderful things. You could actually make tea out of the leaves from the thimbleberries. And honestly, you can go to town and eat them. So when you have plenty of other options, why pick the toxic one when you have something that's totally safe and delicious? And we got good berries. Although, in the amounts that I eat them, I am going to regret it later. I'm already sure of that. So, maybe it's true that people just don't care. Because if you like what you like, why worry about the consequences, right? Irony is not lost on me. There's something comforting in the irony of it all. August on the Skagit River, and yet, the summer warmth we expected is traded for a cool, misty embrace. The Pacific Northwest wears its stereotype well today. And in this quiet, moody atmosphere, there's a certain magic that stirs the soul. For decades, this boat has seen countless journeys, each one filled with stories, some whispered only between the river and the boat itself. Mark, my mentor and friend, sits at the helm.
Over there?
Nearly 60 years of fly fishing have gifted him with a wisdom that few possess. Today, like so many others before it, is about more than just fishing. It's about the connection we share with this river, with each other, and with the countless memories that we share together. Patience is the silent companion of every fisherman. We spend hours casting and reeling, the rhythm of the day marked by the soft plop of flies on the water's surface and the occasional pull of a small trout. But I had a feeling, a sense that today held something more. I had been chasing steelhead for quite a long time, and today was my day on the Skagit. And to think, out of all the flies I've meticulously tied and chosen over the years, it was a simple floating bumblebee that brought this magnificent creature to me. It's as if the river decided to reward my persistence with this gift. Moments like this are rare. They are the ones you carry with you, tucked away in your memory, to be revisited on cold winter nights when the river is distant and inaccessible. But as I was savoring this triumph, the river had one more surprise in store. Not to be outdone, Mark felt the familiar tug of a big catch. With a calmness that belies the excitement of the moment, he played his line, his experience evident in every movement. And then out of the depths came a bull trout, 24 inches of pure, primal beauty.
Look at that! Look at that, Mark! That's two for two! That's two big ones. Wow, that is a monster bull trout. That is a monster bull trout. Woo!
Mark's joy was infectious, and for a man who has seen and done it all, this catch was the highlight of his summer. Just like with me a little bit earlier, it was as if the river had decided to honor him with this gift, a tribute to the countless days he's spent on this water. For both of us, this day had become something special, something that would be hard to top.
Perfect.
Wow, look at that fish.
And off he goes. Yep, see you later.
Nice. But my journey today didn't end on the river. I had one last stop to make, one that has always fascinated me. The Ice Cave, a source of Skagit's life-giving waters, is a place of beauty and danger. It's a reminder that this river, this world we love, is in a constant state of change, dynamic, unpredictable, and awe-inspiring. As I stood there, listening to the soft whisper of the water, I couldn't help but reflect on the day, the memories made, the fish caught, and the bond shared with a friend. The river had once again woven its magic, and for that, I am grateful. This is why we return, time and time again, to these waters. Because here, in the embrace of the Skagit, we find not just fish, but pieces of ourselves.